A famous explorer once said that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are.
Hey gamers, welcome back to Square One Games. My name is Exonovit, and I'm here to show you how to get 2 unlocks in Tomb Raider. The first one is called Bookworm, which is 25% of all the documents found, and the next one is Historian, which is 75% of all the documents found. So this is actually the beginning of the game. This is Coastal Forest. You can see that we have 5 documents to get in Coastal Forest. Obviously right now we have 0. The first one is right after you get your bow and arrow. You can actually head over here to this fallen down, or overturned truck I should say. You can hop in the back here, and that's going to be your very first one. Okay, so the next one is right when you reach base camp number 2. You basically came through this underground passage or whatever, and if you look back to your left, you can pick that one up. Okay, so from here you just want to run out this way and kind of hang to the right hand side of the map. Come through here. It's going to be like a log you can get on right here. Just keep on jumping across. And then you're basically heading over here to where this bridge is, and right over here on this crate is going to be your next one.
Lara's having a crisis of confidence.
Alright, so now you just want to head to this bridge, and you just basically want to make like a straight shot over here to this shrine area. There's a shrine area over here. I'll show you that. Right over here there's like a shrine.
Another shrine.
And if you just climb to the top of these steps, you'll see the next one.
Whitman is such a drama queen.
Okay, so from here you just want to take off this way, and it's pretty much a straight shot. You're just heading back over here toward this other temple, kind of where the storyline is wanting you to go. Remember, the door is locked and everything, you can't really get through. There's going to be a cut scene. We're going to go ahead and skip that, and then I'll show you where this next one is.
These are fascinating.
Okay, so as soon as the cutscene is over, you just want to head this way to the left. It's going to be right here on this crate.
Darling, think.
Okay, and then if you press select, you're going to see that now you have 5 of 5 documents. So let's go ahead and move on to the next area. Okay, so we made it to the next area. It's called Mountain Temple. Now this is right after you have to do all the sneaking. You have the quick time event with the guy. You get the pistol. You end up climbing up like a huge rope ladder. That's kind of where I'm at right now. The rope ladder is actually right beneath my feet right here. So let's go ahead and work on this first document in this area. We got to get 2. So the first one is going to be up these steps, and right there is base camp, just as another frame of reference. You just want to hop into this water. It's going to be a small cave over here, and over here on this crate is going to be your first one.
Days have passed.
Okay, so as soon as you get this one, you basically just want to follow the story out. I'll kind of show you where you're going to go. I'm not going to show you all of this because it is part of the story and you kind of have to do it, but I'll kind of give you an idea of what you can expect. It's going to be a little firefight in here. Go ahead and take the enemies out. Then what you want to do is head up to this area right here and climb up this little wall. And then you just want to follow this area out until you get to the end of it. At the end of it, basically, it's going to blow up. You're going to be on a zip line. And when you get to the bottom of the zip line, that's going to be your next document. So I'll just meet up with you when I get there. Okay, so this is the part I was telling you about. Everything's going to be on fire. You're going to hit this zip line right here. When you get to the bottom of this zip line, you're going to get your next document right here. Okay, so if we go into our map, we can see that we have 2 out of 2 documents. So let's go ahead and go on to the next area. Okay, so we made it to the next area. It's called Mountain Village, and there's 7 documents inside of Mountain Village. But the trick is that you can't actually get to all of the Mountain Village right now in this particular portion of the campaign. It unlocks later. Some areas you can't get to because you need different tools and weapons, and some of the areas are closed off because you haven't gotten that far in the story. So the only thing we're going to get right now is 2 documents, and that way we can kind of stay on pace, and I'll go ahead and show you where the first one is. Okay, so from base camp, we just want to travel in this direction. And what we're trying to do is make it to the middle floor of this like pagoda or temple, if you will. Go ahead and hop up this way and just head over to this side. And what you can do is when you jump on this thing, just make sure you press X so that you don't fall off, and then just climb up. And as soon as you hop across here, it's going to be on your left in the corner of this room. Okay?
After
a fortnight. I was at last granted.
Okay, so once you have your new climbing axe, remember this is right after you go up to the Wolf's Den and get the med pack for Roth. Once you have all that stuff, you just want to head this way. And we're just going to do some climbing right quick. I'm not going to show you all of the climbing. Just want to kind of give you an idea of where we are, and then I'll just meet up with you when we get to the other side. So let's just come this way for now. Head up here. And the most iconic thing is probably this plane. And what I'll do is I'll kind of give you an idea of where we're going. We're going to be going up this rock face right here. And then there's going to be a bridge. And then right behind the bridge, you can probably see it from here. Let me see if I can get a better angle for you guys. There's more rock faces over there. There's that one and then that one. That's kind of where we're going. So I'll meet you when we get there. Okay, so once you've climbed up here, there's going to be 2 enemies on your left, 1 enemy on your right. As soon as you take them out, just go ahead and hop across. And if you look right here on this little table, that's going to be your next one.
I have spoken to some of the villagers.
Okay, so now you should have 2 out of 7. Remember, we're going to be coming back to get the other 5 later on. So let's go into the next area. Okay, so the next area is called Mountain Base. There are 3 documents in here. The first one is actually right as soon as you enter the area. If you just go straight ahead, it's going to be right as you come up these steps. Right there. Okay, so right after the room explodes, remember you had to throw the lantern through the vent. And then you come up here, there's like a little cutscene and you get your gun. You just want to come through this door, and it's going to be right here in front of you.
Expedition field.
Okay, so from here you just want to make a left, and there's going to be like a big gunfight in here. I've already killed all the enemies in my game, but you just want to take all these guys out and then come up here and make a left. There's going to be another enemy that comes down out of this out of the ceiling or whatever. Take him out, and then you're going to have to use your pickaxe to unlock this door. And then when you walk through here, there's going to be a cutscene. I'm going to go ahead and skip that. Then as soon as the cutscene is over, you just want to turn around, and right over here on this desk is going to be your next one.
I am alone.
And that's going to be the achievement for Bookworm, which is obviously getting 25% of all of the documents. And now let's go ahead and try to get 75%. Okay, so now if we check our area right here, Mountain Base, we have all 3. So let's go ahead and go to the next area. Okay, so the next area is Base Exterior, and there's going to be 2 documents in here. Now, I'm just basically right there is the base camp, and I just came over the bridge. There was a little quick time event right there with a guy that you throw off the ledge. And then you just want to come this way. There's going to be a lot of enemies in this little area, so just make sure you're ready for a gunfight. And then what you want to do is make it to the 2nd floor of this little building right here by climbing up this side. Then if you look on the ground here, it's going to be your first one in this particular area.
Over the years,
Okay, so once you have that one, you just want to come back this way. Now, there's going to be another little gunfight here. There's going to be some guys on the zip lines and all that good stuff. Then there's going to be a pretty big fight with a dude with a riot shield that comes out of these double doors right here. Just go ahead and take care of all of that, then head up this way. Be some good old stairs here. We're just trying to make it to the next base camp, because that's where the next document is going to be. And that's right over here. And then you can see that right behind this base camp is going to be the next document laying on the ground here.
the plan is taking shape.
Okay, so there you go. That's 2 out of 2. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next area. Okay, so as promised, we made it back to the mountain village, and you can see that we still have 5 documents left. Now, we're not going to get all 5 right now. We're only going to pick up 2, and then we'll come back later to get the rest. So let me give you an idea of where I am. Up there is the base camp. The firefight that you had with the guys, or with the, where the shack was or whatever, was right in this area. And then obviously you took the zip line all the way down over here. And what you can do is you can use the pole right here, stand beside that pole, and just aim your rope arrow over here, and that'll allow you to basically come across and be where I am right now. And then from here, all you want to do is head up there. You can see it right there on where my reticle is. That's where you're trying to get to, so I'll meet up with you when we get there. Okay, so I made it up here, and obviously just let me give you like a reverse view. That's where we were standing right there. Then we just made it up here. And then there's going to be a couple of guys in here that you need to take out in this little area right here, so just make sure you kill them. And you're going to have the option of using your rope arrow again. What I would suggest is just go ahead and fall down this way, and then jump across the river, and then there's a fallen log right here you can walk across. Okay, and when you get across the log, you just want to come up this way. Then there's going to be a pole right here. Go ahead and use your You can see it right there, down there, way down there at the bottom. That's where you're trying to get to. Go ahead and use your rope arrow again. And then zip line down. That's going to be your next document.
Today, I am hungry.
Alright, and then from here what you want to do is just come right to this little area right here. Go ahead and use your rope arrow one more time. Zip line again. And then hop up this wall. As soon as you get to the top of this wall, on the inside of this little area right here is going to be your next one.
It is time for me to leave this accursed.
Okay, so you can see that now we have 4. We picked up the 2 that we wanted to get for now. Let's go ahead and move on to the next area. Alright, so we're back once again at the mountain village, and you can see that we have 3 more documents left to get, and we're actually going to pick up all 3 of those right now. Let's go ahead and do this. This is the first base camp right here that you come to. We just want to basically just keep following out the storyline. It's pretty linear at this point. You just want to keep following out this path. There's going to be some guys up here on the left. Now, I've already killed them in my game, but you'll need to take these guys out in this area right here. And then just come over here and do your arrow rope trick. Go ahead and zip line across. And then, obviously, remember you've got your shotgun now. So go ahead and switch to that, and you'll be able to take out these walls, and that's kind of what you want to do. Okay, so as soon as the cutscene's over, it's going to have you facing in this direction. What you want to do is go ahead and turn back around. There's going to be a bell in the center of the room. You want to go ahead and hop up on this bell, and then hop up on this ledge right here. And when you do that, if you look to the left, it's going to be your next document right there.
I want for nothing now.
Okay, so to find the next document, what you want to do is just head down this way. Now, in your game, there may be a door right here. Just go ahead and blast it open with a shotgun if there is. And then jump across this gap. Jump across again. And what you're just trying to get to is the next base camp, which is right over here. And you'll see that right on the other side of this base camp is going to be your next document.
Baby, I don't even know.
Okay, so as soon as you get that document, what you want to do now is just go ahead and activate this base camp. And then you want to be able to fast travel. So go ahead and select fast travel. And then what you're looking for is a fast travel point called Village Overlook, which is right here. You want to go ahead and select that one. And it's going to ask you to fast travel, hit yes. Okay, so as soon as the loading screen is over, you just want to head down this way and take the zip line. And I'll show you where this last document is. You can just come in here to this shack. Go ahead and switch to your shotgun. And then if you curve around this wall right here, it's kind of hard to see. You blow that up, it's going to be right here on this table. Okay, so after you get that particular journal, you want to just reload your checkpoint so you're back at the top of the base camp right here. And then what you can do is just fast travel back to the village plateau, and you'll be back on pace with this video. Okay, so the next area that we want to focus on is called Shantytown, and we've got 5 documents to get here. Now, there's only 3 in this first little area right here. There's going to be a gate that we go through later on in the level, and then obviously we can pick up the other 2. But for now, we're only going to get these 3. So let's go ahead and come this way. And I've already kind of cleaned out this area so there's no enemies. But what you're going to do is come down here. This is going to be barricaded up. Well, potentially could be barricaded up. I don't know exactly where you are in your game, but if it's barricaded up, just shoot it with your shotgun. You want to come up this way. There's going to be some enemies through here that you have to fight. So just be ready for a little gunfight through here. And then what you can do is just wrap around the back of this building, hop up here, and then hop up here. And inside of this little room up here at the top, it's going to be the first one. Okay, so from here, just come out this way. Be real careful when you fall off these buildings, but you can actually just fall off through here. Makes it a little bit quicker. And then there's going to be a ramp. That's probably the most iconic thing, is that there's a ramp right there. And what you want to do is just head up this ramp. And there's probably going to be a barricade right here in your game. Just blow it up. There may be a barricade right here. Blow that up as well. And then over here on this table is going to be the next one. Okay, and from here, all you really want to do is just do a 180 and hop up here, and that's going to be the next one. Okay, so we finally made it to the second part of Shantytown, and we've got to get 2 more documents to finish this thing out, so let's go ahead and get started on the first one. This is obviously the base camp that you start off at. What you want to do is head down this way. You don't want to come straight down because there's like some water right there, and you'll start slipping and sliding, so just come this way. Hop off here, and then around this corner is going to be one of these wooden plank things where you can destroy with your shotgun. Go ahead and blow that up. Then right here on this table is going to be your next one.
My patience is big.
Okay, so there's going to be a cutscene. I've already obviously killed them all, but there's going to be a little cutscene. There's going to be a ladder over here. You're going to fall down. There's going to be a lot of enemies in here that you need to kill. And then when they're all dead, you just want to hop up on this rope. And then you just want to naturally progress around the level. I'm going to show you a little bit of this. Like if you go this way, come up here, come this way, and I'll show you right here. We're just trying to go up this climbing area right here, and we're just going to wrap all the way around until we get over here where this windmill is, and that's where I'll meet back up with you. Okay, so I'm at the windmill right now, and I was right there in the previous clip when I showed you guys, and I just came through all this way. Now I'm right here. What you want to do now is head through here. Just make sure you don't get hit by the windmill. And you're going to come through this whole area. There's going to be some enemies that you need to kill through here. Make sure you take those guys out. And then what you want to do is just wrap around this way, fall through, and then you want to just jump over here. And then if you come down this way, there's a little teeny area down through here. It's going to be right here on this table.
The Solarii.
Okay, so that wraps it up. You can see we got 5 out of 5 for Shantytown. Let's move on to the next area. Alright, so now we're in the geothermal caverns. We got 3 documents to get. The first one's going to be right here at your initial base camp. Right here, it's going to be right here on the ground. Just go ahead and pick that one up.
Every new brother.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get document number 2. Now, obviously, that's where we were. It's pretty linear through there. You just kind of follow that path. You're going to end up being in this big open room. There's going to be a cutscene. You're going to end up taking out some enemies. And then there's going to be a locked door right here. And you have to basically twist that pipe. And then you have to blow up the gas with your flaming arrow. And that's going to allow you to go through the door. Then when you come through this way, there's going to be quite a few enemies right in this little section. So just make sure you're taking cover and taking them out. They're going to be coming down these stairs. Then what you want to do is just come up here, and before you progress the level through there, you just want to look right here on the bottom left hand side, and it's going to be right here on the ground.
Alicia, honey.
Okay, so once you get to the top, go ahead and wrap around this bend. There's going to be a guy right here that you can stealth kill. Then there's going to be like a guy with a searchlight over here. Make sure you take him out, and then fire a flaming arrow at the gas that's coming out of the wall. And you can kill all the enemies in this area. And then you can come over here and pick up your last document.
The years pass and I now...
Alright, so you can see we have 3 over 3 in our documents. Let's go on and move on to the next area. Okay, so we made it to Summit Forest, and we got 2 documents that we need to get. Now, this is the first camp that you get to, and instead of progressing the story this way, what you want to do is just turn around, head back toward this cliff. And on the right side, on this rock, is going to be your first document.
Lara, I'm sorry.
Okay, so the second document is just right here at the second camp. You're going to find that kind of naturally as you progress to go to this next mission marker. Obviously, this is where we just were over here. So we just come to the second base camp. And then what you want to do is just head up these stairs and inside this room. And it's going to be right here.
Storm Guard Warriors.
Okay, so we now have 2 out of 2 documents. Let's go on to the next area. Alright, so we made it to Shipwreck Beach, and this is right at the beginning of the area. What you want to do is just go ahead and head toward this base camp over here. It's pretty much a straight shot, and then I'll show you where the documents are. Okay, so this is where you just came from. Obviously, this is your base camp right here. You just want to go to the right and go into this building. This is going to be where the first document is. Be right here.
Roth, I know you want me to.
Alright, and then from here you just want to come through here. Now your door is going to be locked if you haven't played this level yet, so just go ahead and pry it open with your pickaxe. And then turn this corner. That's going to be the second one.
I feel something in this place.
Okay, so we're still in Shipwreck Beach, and I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of what I've been doing. Obviously, I set up base camp, and then I got my first 2 documents. Then I came down here and got some bait and tackle. Then I talked to the people of the Endurance, had a little cutscene there, and then I was told to come this way, which I did, and I'm heading to this mission marker right here. Instead of going to the mission marker, which is right there, you just want to come to this room over here on the left. It's going to be right here.
The Sun Queen grows old.
Okay, so we've moved on. We're in Cliffside Bunker right now. Remember, we've only gotten 3 of the 4 documents in Shipwreck Beach, but we are going to be going back there later on to pick up the 4th one. So we have the initial base camp. You basically put a zip line across and you climb around. You're going to end up being in this room right here. It's going to be a pretty big gunfight. Go ahead and take all the enemies out. Then what you want to do is just run straight across this little like courtyard area, if you will. Head into this little area right here, and over here on this desk is going to be the first one.
Our coastal base has been attacked.
Okay, so you're eventually going to work your way to the 2nd floor of that big fight that we just had, that big gunfight. You're eventually going to work your way to the 2nd floor. You're going to end up coming across this area right here, and you're going to end up getting basically to the 2nd base camp, which is right here. And when you hop down here, that's going to be your next one right there.
Lars, totally right.
That's also going to give you your achievement for Historian for 15G.
The natural phenomenon.
Okay, so as soon as you make it to the ship, you're going to have to take this guy out right here. He's a big guy. You can do the counter evade method. I just shot him in the head with a shotgun a couple times. And then you're going to get your rope ascender, and you want to use it on the object that's over there. Now, obviously, in my game, I've already done it. But you just want to go ahead and use that, and then it's going to break open this floor right here, and then you just want to go on through. Okay, so after you hop down through that hole, you're going to walk up a long hallway. There's going to be like a little cutscene, and you're going to end up being in this room right here. If you look straight down before you exit the room, it's going to be right there at your feet. Okay, so after the ship explodes, you're going to end up coming back up here to base camp via these zip lines. And what you can do now that you have your rope ascender is what you want to do is go ahead and switch to your arrow. Go ahead and fire it up this way. And that's going to cause this to damage the ground enough where you can fall through. Okay, and after the cutscene, you're going to automatically get your next document. Just wanted to show you that. So remember, on that one, it's just part of the storyline. You're going to get that one automatically. Let's go ahead and move on to the next area. Okay, so we're back in Shipwreck Beach. We still have one more document left to find. The story's kind of open up a little bit now. We just went through the cutscene there at the camp, and now we're just heading to the research base. See where it says enter the research base, and you're basically going to come up this like elevator. You're going to end up climbing up this long section right here, and then you just want to do a zip line across. As soon as you get here, you just want to come around here, and it's going to be right here on this crate. Okay, so after Shipwreck Beach, you just want to head on into the research base. We got 3 documents in here. The first one you can get right when you come to the first base camp. You just want to look to the right, and it's over here on this desk.
Soon after we discovered
Okay, so the next document is kind of in the elevator area. I'm going to show you kind of how to get through this. Now, I've already solved this puzzle kind of in my game, but you're going to be running, let me give you an idea. You're going to be running down through here. It's going to be a blinking green light. Go ahead and push that. It's going to open up this door. And just keep on going. There's going to be another green light right here. Go ahead and push that. And that's going to cause this thing to kind of drop to be at this level. What you want to do is hop up here. And in my game, obviously, there's nothing here. But you want to use your pick and just keep pressing X until this thing breaks. And it's going to kind of drop down to, you know, like this area right here. Then what you want to do is hop across. Come down through this way. And that's going to give you the ability to be able to open up this door. And now basically you can run, you know, you can run right through. But what you want to do is go ahead and go up to floor 3. Right now we're on floor 2. Just want to keep going up. When you get up to floor 3 right there, you'll see it also right here. You just want to turn around and look down on this barrel, and that's going to be your next one. Okay, so the last document that you're going to get in this area is automatically earned. It's going to happen during a cutscene. You're going to basically be coming up these long set of stairs right here. This is all part of the story. It can't be missed. You're going to be coming up these steps. There's going to be a cutscene, and that's going to be your last document. You can see now that we have 3 of 3, and you can see the document right there on my map. So just do the cutscene, and you're going to get that document, and let's go ahead and move on to the next area. Okay, so now we're in the Chasm Shrine, and we got to get 3 documents. Now, this is the very first camp you come into right here. You're going to be coming through this door, and you'll see the camp on your left. What you want to do is just go on up here to this main door, and on the right, on the floor right here is going to be your first one. Okay, so after the first one, you just want to go ahead and open up these doors and then head into this main room right here. Stay on top and run to the left. And if you hit your LB button, you'll be able to see it down here on the ground. And that's going to be the second one.
Well, it had to be done.
Okay, so now we're kind of in the third area of this shrine. Remember, the first area was base camp. The second area was where the cage was. And now we've come through this cracked wall right here. And you're going to end up being in this room. What you want to do is just go ahead and face this statue. And then just look to the right. You can hit your LB and you can see that over here in the corner is going to be your next document right here.
I have no choice.
So what I've shown you so far is how to collect 43 out of the possible 54 documents within the game. If you've collected these 43 documents, then you should already have both your unlocks, Bookworm and Historian. So if you came here just for the unlocks, then you really don't have to watch the rest of this video. But if you came here because you kind of wanted to see where all the documents were, then I'm going to be showing you how to collect all the documents in the bottom part of this video. It won't be in as much detail as the first part was, because really the purpose of this video was to show you how to get the unlocks. This is more of a bonus of me just trying to give you a general idea of how these documents are found or earned, but I won't necessarily be going through them in any kind of detail, but at least it'll get your bearings straight on where these documents are. So let's get started. Okay, so if you take a look up on the screen right now, I'm showing you that I have 52 documents out of 54, and the way that I went from 43 to 52 was I was basically resting at the base camps. When you rest at the base camps, you're basically going to be able to get these journals out after the little cutscene is over with. As soon as you come out of the base camp, you're going to see a prompt at the bottom of the screen that says like 1 out of 10 journals or 2 out of 10 journals. And so the way that I went from 43 to 52 was I basically found 9 of those journals by resting at base camps. Now the base camps are going to naturally be there as you progress through the game. I made sure that I didn't go to any base camps that were off the beaten path. I only went to the base camps that were a part of the main storyline. So I didn't go to any base camps that were in tombs or anything of that nature. So as long as you're progressing through the natural storyline and you're doing every base camp that you possibly can, you will have 9 journals out by the time you get to the end of the game. So before I talk about where we get the last journal at, let me go ahead and talk about the GPS secrets document. So the way that you earn the GPS secrets document is you have to find all the GPS locations within the game. And the reason why I didn't add the GPS locations to this video is because there's well over 70 GPS locations, and I felt like that would have just made this video confusing. So if you're looking to get that document, I will have a video up soon just as detailed as this one is about how to get all the GPS, how to find all the GPS locations. So you're more than welcome to check that out if you want. But that's how you score that GPS secret document. That's going to push you to 53. I'm showing you that on the screen right now. I'm showing you that I'm collecting my last one, and that's my 53rd. Now the way that you get the 54th document is you actually just have to beat the game. Once you beat the game, you're going to be taken back to the main menu. It's going to basically say, do you want to continue searching the island and having an adventure? All you have to do is select yes, save it off, and continue. And when you come back into your main screen, I'll show you that right now, you're going to see that you get credit for having the 54th document. So just to clarify, there are 43 documents in the game that you can find laying on the ground, and you can search them by pressing X. There are 10 journals you can find, 9 of which can be found at base camps just for resting, 1 of which happens when you beat the game. And then the last document is obviously the GPS secrets document. That can be found by collecting all the GPS within the game. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next video. You guys be good.
When all seemed lost, I found a truth. And I knew what I must become.